Hello everyone, welcome back to White Knuckle. When I type in the word boom, I will have 45 minutes before I explode and die, which means that I have to complete the run in that amount of time. So, with that being said, B-O-O-M. We gotta get going. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm kind of in a time constraint now, obviously, if I didn't already illustrate that. I'd love to give credit to Rain7942, I believe that's the right numbers, hopefully I'm right on that. I'm just going based on my memory. For giving me a little bit of inspiration on this run. I'm not doing exactly what was recommended, but I'm doing something similar anyways. I was basically asked to do a run that was timed as well as with RDNA and things like that, but I kind of just like the idea of a run that, whoa there, was timed to a certain extent. Because I know a couple of people have recommended, like, hey, you should speedrun this game. I don't know if I'd be good at that, necessarily. I appreciate the sentiment, but, you know, it's one thing to climb fast, it's another thing to climb the fastest. So I don't know if I'd be fully capable, but, no, I do appreciate the sentiment of that anyways. I have a little bit of experience speedrunning. I've done a little bit, but nothing like super major. There's nothing up there, is there? Not really, but I do want to get up there. I'm wasting time. I can't be wasting time with these decisions. I gotta get going. Make a route work, man. Don't waste time. Like this. Where am I going? But no, I don't have a huge amount of experience speedrunning. I've done a little bit here and there. There was one time I was speedrunning a game called Rush Brothers, which is a game you've probably never heard of, and if you have, then you probably have also heard of the Ouya and maybe even played it yourself. And for that, I apologize, but I'm saying that like it's my fault. I'm sorry for reminding you of the Ouya. I guess is what I'm trying to say, but no, it was this weird, it was like a co-op game, I think. I'm not exactly sure what it was trying to be. It was basically like a little like runner game. I don't want either of these. Pulse Splatter, well, I guess we're a little closer to the original challenge that was recommended. So I suppose there's that, but anyways, it's a lot of food. I don't think we need all of that, but no, it was like a little runner game of sorts, but I know it had like a co-op component. I think the whole point was you were like racing somebody else while playing it as well, and it was kind of like a mix of trying to go fast, but also a lot of the levels had backtracking, so you had to like know where keys were in certain levels and things of that nature to try to be able to go fast, which I only did a speedrun of the first level. Oopsie, that's not good for me. I only did a speedrun of the first level because the first level was basically like a straight shot. The only problem with doing speedruns of that game was that the some of the stuff in the random or in the levels are random. So like the cycles for spikes and things that like moved were completely different depending on when you started the level, which is kind of a problem. To be honest. So it was a hard game to speedrun, just because, you know, obviously that's hard to account for, but there was a time that I had the world record on the first level. It wasn't long-lived, but it did exist. Oh! Anyway, so don't worry about that. That was just a little bit of panic for a short amount of time. But, yeah, I'm gonna try not to take too long in the interludes, because that is where a lot of time will go. So let's see what we get for perks here. Metabolic stasis is pretty good. Sure. I don't know if it's gonna be good for the long term, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We're gonna get our roaches here, and then we're gonna get going. I'm not gonna worry about the secret because that's gonna eat up some time, and I don't really want to worry about that. So we'll see what we can get here, purchase-wise. But other than that, I think we're just gonna be going. But yeah, no, not a huge speedrun. I did, like, Portal 2 speedruns at one time. Man, that's a terrible vending machine. Oh, well, you don't always get what you want to have. Could I get, like, an injector and, like, a bottle or something in here? That would be great. Nope. Alright. This run is not doing me very many favors right now, but that's okay. Regardless, no, I did Portal 2 speedruns for a little bit, but I was never that good at them. I think like the only takeaway was the fact that anytime I play Portal 2 now, I have to have the scroll wheel as my jump. For those of you not aware, when you do a speedrun of Portal 2, you have to basically... Well, you don't have to, I guess. You could probably do it well enough, but a scroll wheel is kind of essential for doing bunny hopping. I should probably just hold this now. Yeah. But you can do bunny hopping if you get, like, the jump on the perfect frame every time, which is kind of great. I'm really running out of stamina very quick right now. That's fine. We'll use my my good bar. But yeah, no, I can do the bunny hops in Portal 2. I can't really do anything else besides that, because there's a lot of like out of bounds tricks and things like that. The Portal 2 speedrunning community is just insane, though. There's a few communities. Like, I would never start speedrunning Super Mario 64, because good lord, the amount of things people have done. I don't have anything to offer this. Actually, is there any items here? No. There might be, but I'm not gonna waste time to find that, so don't worry about me. Oh! Ah! Yes, keep failing that jump, please. Okay, we're good. That was a little scary there. But, anyways, I hope you are all doing good. Okay, there's one thing I do want to say, but I'm kind of adding this bit in, because I was gonna go to this, but I have to mention this briefly. I've talked about it before, but I am like very, well, okay, I won't say very, but I'm quite entomophobic, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically like fear of bugs and things like that. It's not, I don't always want to say that, because like, I think if you're entomophobic, you're supposed to technically be scared, like, irrationally of like every bug ever. Which I wouldn't say is true for me exactly, but like pretty much most bugs, though, I don't really like. But I'm very arachnophobic for sure, I could say that. I had a house centipede show up, like literally maybe, I don't know, 45 minutes before I was going to start recording. And I was like, what the hell? Oh, I hate house centipedes, they're the worst. I know that they're supposed to be like, oh, they control, you know, other bugs, like they kill other unwanted pests. Which is fine, but they're also an unwanted pest, in my opinion. Why do they have to be so big? Why do they have to look like sentient eyelashes? I don't like it. No thank you. I'm going to do a controversial take right now. I'm going to skip on the bazaar completely. And I know that's ridiculous. Do I have, like, pinto beans or something activated right now? What are these vendors, man? But no, I'm skipping out on the bazaar entirely to try to reduce some time here. I don't know if it's a good idea. Probably not, but, we're gonna make it work. But, I lost a little bit my own my own thoughts. But no, there was a house centipede. It was, like, on my ceiling right above where I'm sitting right now. And I was like, oh, that's the worst. Not a fan at all. Hate house centipedes. You know, could they just look like tiny little Kirby's? I would be much happier about that. Like, they just suck up bugs and stuff like that. Like, they could be adorable, you know, they could be amazing, but they're not. They're terrifying. Which is great. Love that. And, yeah, so I couldn't kill it initially, because I'm like, if I miss, then it's gonna fall on my desk. So I waited a bit of time for it to move. And eventually it did, and it went, like, right next to a window that I have that has, like, a curtain rod right above the ceiling, so I couldn't really maneuver to kill it. And I know that there's some people that'd be like, don't kill it, keep it alive, rescue it, or like, you know, encase it and set it outside. I'm sorry, if you look that creepy, you're dead to me. I'm sorry, I know. But I can't handle it. I can't deal with that. Not happening. So I was like, no, I want to kill this thing. Could not kill it. But my cat happened to come in, and I have like 3 cats. My family has 3 cats. one of which will just not touch bugs at all. Another one will not touch bugs at all, but mostly because it doesn't care. And then another one will touch bugs, but will barely touch one. They'll kind of like swat at it and not really do anything. This happened to be the cat that would swat at it, so I was like, I have an idea. I'm going to take the cat and put it like close to the bug and then try to draw attention to it and be like, hey, swat at it. And it worked. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I got the cat to like reach up to the ceiling and swat it. It moved enough so that I could kill it. And I'm much more comfortable now. So that is an achievement that like that was my greatest achievement of today. Unless I win this run, which will then be my greatest achievement of the day, but, you know. So I wasn't going to talk about that today, but then it just kind of, you know, it happened. So I wanted to mention it. It was a victory for me, and I was like, this is the one time I will be proud of this cat. Because normally this cat, and this is not exclusive to me, though my whole family calls this cat this name, which is A-hole. Because most of the time he is an a-hole. He will, like, get mad at you for no reason and then just start, like, messing with your stuff. Like, you know, if you have something on a shelf, he'll just be like, I'm just gonna, like, swat it off for no reason. Because I'm mad at you for no reason. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, I'd like to thank all of you for the support on the last video. It was very out of nowhere. You know, I'll be honest with you. I was very much not expecting any sort of support on videos for at least a while. I figured I was like dead in the algorithm at this point. Not that I'm ever trying to appease the algorithm by any means. I'm very much not, but you know, it be what it be. No. More metabolic stasis. Sure, why not? It's probably a bad idea, but I will do it anyway. Do we have an injector here? That would be wonderful for me. We don't! Oh, even better. I guess I will not take any of this. I mean, I could, I suppose, but okay, flashlight. I'm gonna take all of this, including my food. I don't even have... I'll get like 1 bar, which I guess is good for 2 metabolic stasis, actually. Actually, you know, that's actually a good idea. Let's take another bar, because I might be able to get like 2 bars out of this, and then that'll be pretty good for me. Actually, pittance. I told you I'm not going to take too long here, and now I'm taking way too long here, and it's really bad for me. I am going to take the flare gun, just in case, because I think I will actually need this here. And we're going to get going. I guess I do have pulse bladder. I should probably be using that. Oh! Let me bar right now. And, yeah, this is gonna be... I'm gonna try to do an optimal shaft here, but we don't have injectors, which is kind of annoying. But, no, I would like to thank you guys on the support for the last video. It was very unexpected, and I'm glad that a lot of you that would have wanted to find that video happened to find that video. It's very... I'm very thankful for that. And I don't know exactly what to thank. I don't know if it's just like you guys finding the video or not, or the YouTube algorithm gods, whatever the algorithm exactly even is at this point in time, happen to find or recommend my stuff because it felt like it. Whatever the case, I don't know. I had like a really not amazing week before that, and I feel like that was probably readable through the videos, honestly. So, I apologize for that, but I was also, like, the videos in that time were also not really, like, doing much of anything, so I was like, oh, my week was, like, kind of just not great at that time. And then, this last video has been great, and I'm really glad that a lot of you have enjoyed. I'm gonna take these roaches, because I kind of need them. I guess I won't take those ones, though. Ooh, yes, bottle. I do want that. Okay, great. I think Teeth is going to be out at any time, so that is something to note, and I can already hear him. Oh, but we're like right close to the top. It's perfect. Ah, great. Even without an injector, I didn't need to. I kind of got saved by that that generation, though, I will say. But yeah, a lot of you were telling me that, and, you know, this has kind of been something that some of you have said before, but you were just like, oh, it's just a nice thing to have in the background. A nice thing to chill with, that, you know, oh, we have a breeder! I shouldn't stop for you, but I do want these roaches, so I will. Okay, let me just put these away real quick. Is there an injector? I'm getting, like, injectorless. Just no injectors for me today. None whatsoever. Oh, well. That's okay, though. We'll live. I think, anyways. There's stuff over here usually, right? Yes, like extra roaches. I know there's more roaches there, but I can't really waste time, so I'm not going to. We're just gonna move along and pretend that none of that was much of a concern. But yeah, no, a lot of you were saying that, like, you just use these videos to watch in the background. Some of you were like, oh, I watch these for sleep. You know, whatever you do. Honestly, I'm good with whatever. I never view these as being relaxing, but I guess a good chunk of you do. Maybe it's my voice, I don't know. One of you said that I sound like Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon, which, I don't see it, but... Well, that's Jay Baruchel, right? Yeah? Am I right about that? I think so. Mind you, I don't know much experience from those movies. I know Jay Baruchel, but I don't know exactly if he makes himself sound super different in those movies. We finally got an injector. It took long enough. I did kill a roach there, but I don't really care too much. I think there's another breeder. There is. I shouldn't waste time with you, but I do want more roaches, so I'm going to sacrifice my time. Hopefully I don't blow up. Well, that sucked. Okay, I'm not going to waste more time. You guys are just going to run away. I have a good chunk of roaches, actually, so it's not too bad. Alright, we're not bad. We're not bad. But yeah, anyways. No, I mean, hey, if you think I sound like Jay Baruchel in How to Train Your Dragon, then I guess I do. You know, it's funny, I actually do kind of have a memory of How to Train Your Dragon. Like, more of the relation... Actually, the time that I learned what, the name of the dragon, like Toothless or whatever, I remember the time I learned the name, because, there was one time, when I was in high school, I was, part of the music group, and we had a trip one year, and we went to, Chicago, and again, I'm Canadian, so, you know, like, it's a bit of a trip, but, you know, it was a very fun trip. And so we had like this whole buddy system basically set up. So it was like, okay, you have to have a buddy when you're going around, you know, and like this makes sense, right? So I had a person I was going with. We stopped at it was towards the end of our trip. I think earlier we were at a restaurant that I don't remember the name of the restaurant at all, but it was very fun. I do remember that. It was very much like a... I don't even know if I do have pulse bladder. I guess I could probably... Actually, let's just do that to get up here. Might as well. I don't really want to waste time on this, but I suppose if I have to, I have to. Okay. Okay, that was a bit scary. Was it a waste of a bottle? Probably, but honestly, it worked out. I wanted to get up there. I probably could have got up there without that, but whatever. We have the bottle now. I can basically just pulse bladder jump. Oh no. Okay. I guess we have metabolic stasis, so I really shouldn't worry about my bottle wearing off anytime soon. Except I should, because it's already worn off. But no, we went to this one, we had a stop that we went to at one point. It was at this, like, local mall, after we went to this restaurant, and it was like, okay, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here. And I don't really know why we were, because it was like we literally were just at this one place. But, fine, whatever. We're taking this little break here, and, you know, we're given, like, 45 minutes or so to go and, like, you know, have a bathroom break, maybe go around the mall a little bit. I don't know what I want here. Probably just gonna sacrifice that for Overwhelmed, honestly. Would be kind of good. Just for the extra stats and bonuses and all that. Okay, this is where I always take the longest, so we're going to try not to take the longest here. And see if we can speed this along a little bit. Okay, overwhelmed is very nice. Oh, it is very nice. It's always great to see. I have the flare gun. I might as well take other flares, I think. It's probably a good idea. I might need to make this a flare gun sort of thing. There are multiple injectors here, though. So, okay, I have an idea. We might get another row altar. We probably will, so I'm gonna maybe take some items for that. I'm gonna sacrifice a couple flares. I'm gonna take some injectors here. Like this. I'll take this with me. I don't need the flashlight, so I'll put the hammer in this hand. Okay, I'll take I'll take one flashlight, so that'll be, like, worth 3. I probably should have taken that with me, actually, based on what I was gonna do. I will take this and an explosive rebar, and that should be enough for an altar here to get another lesser perk, and then I think we'll be okay on everything else. I'm just going to put this roach in here, and we're going to go. We don't really need that many, so we should be good. Alright. I think we're alright. Go, go, go. Alright. But yeah, we were in this plaza. To get back to the story. We were in this plaza, and it was like, okay, we're allowed to really do whatever we want. That's fine. So I said to my one friend, I'm like, you know what we should do? And this sounds ridiculous, but we should do it anyway. And he's like, what should we do? What do you think we should do? And I'm like, look over there. There was a Build-A-Bear. And I was like, I want to go to the Build-A-Bear. And he said to me, he was like, you are ridiculous, we're not going to the Build-A-Bear. And I said, no, fuck you, we're going to the Build-A-Bear. Sorry for the language. But I was like, no, we're going to the Build-A-Bear. And I started walking in, and he's like, ah, screw it. So we went to the Build-A-Bear, and then he was immediately happy we went there, because that was, like, at the moment... And I know some of you might be like, why are you so excited about that? Well, again, I'm in Canada, so I'm pretty sure Build-A-Bear is already less common in Canada, but in my area, there was, like, no Build-A-Bear at all. The closest one was, like, Toronto, which is not a problem, per se. But it was like, the closest one is Toronto. That's still hours away. So it's like, okay. I have never been to a Build-A-Bear in my life. Probably won't. I've been to Toronto many times, but I've never been to Build-A-Bear. So I was like, oh, no, we have to go to Build-A-Bear. So we did, and there was, like, crossover events there, and there was a toothless Build-A-Bear that you could get, and my friend that was my partner was... for this trip was very happy about this. And so he got Toothless, I got Pikachu, which is funny because I'm not like a huge Pokemon fan, but I like Pikachu, I respect. One of the first plushies I ever owned was a Pikachu plushie, actually, like when I was very little. I don't remember, I think it was like a 1998 or 1997 Pikachu plushie. It was like the first plushie I ever had. I guess stuffed animal, if you want. Like, why is it stuffed animal when you're like, like a baby? It's a plushie is a stuffed animal, but when you're older, it's like, nah, it's a plushie. Does it just sound more elegant? I guess so. I don't know. Whatever. I don't really think any is very different. Doesn't really matter to me, but whatever. I guess that's the terminology. But regardless, I managed to convince basically everybody else there. Again, this was like 40 kids or so in this music group that was there on this trip. And once I went there, like my one other friend that was partnered with another person was like, why are you in the Build-A-Bear? Like, they came in, they're like, why are you in here? And I was like, because it's Build-A-Bear, it's awesome. And they're like, oh, look, it's such and such. I don't know what they got, but they got something else they were, like, excited about. And I just managed to excite a lot of people about Build-A-Bear to the point that, like, everybody was in there at one point. So, you're welcome to Build-A-Bear. I gave you a lot of business, and, you're welcome for that, I suppose. The next year we had a trip to Prince Edward Island, which, you know, is a little more Canadian than Chicago. Not that, like, we actually were planning to go to New Orleans, but it just didn't happen, unfortunately. It had to be canceled last minute. But we went to Prince Edward Island, and I think on the way back from the trip there was like a... Oh boy, this is actually bad for us. Oh no. Alright, it's fine. Oh, no. Okay, I don't have... I also did not find a row altar, so I've just kind of been wasting my stamina. If there was a row altar, I completely forgot about it. This is fine. This is fine. Don't worry about it. It's maybe a little bit of panic. And by a little bit of panic, I mean like lots of panic. We're good, we're fine. I saved it. I gave you a little bit of a panic there, don't worry. That was just to keep you on your toes. But we're good, we're fine, don't worry about it. I told you, don't worry. It's fine. Metabolic stasis 2 times is kind of actually like peak, holy crap. Kind of amazing, to be honest with you. Man, I've been sleeping on my my metabolic stasis right now. I should have been like really using that. Why did I not use that? I mean, I did, I guess, but still. But yeah. Anyways, you know, it was really interesting hearing some of you in the comments on the last video talk about like enjoying my my photo editing stuff. I'm also wasting a little bit of time. Actually, I should not be grabbing this roach. I forgot what we were doing. A little bit. I should probably not be wasting my time. It's fine. What do we got here? We have another injector, which I guess is good for us. We should be prioritizing that. Anomalous bonds might be good. I guess that's probably good. Ooh, unstoppable conviction. Yeah, let's do that. That is a good take for us right now. I'm gonna put this in here. Anomalous bonds would be good if I planned on dying, but I don't, because we kind of have a time constraint right now. If I didn't make that already obvious. So we should be going already. I'm actually going to use this explosive now that we have it. I'm going to throw this in here. I don't need it, but I will use this to explode this door. Let's see what we got in here. Do we need the flare gun? Probably not. We got bar, this, that, another bar. Okay, very good. I'm going to get rid of the flare gun and the flares. I don't think I need that. It's just wasting my inventory space. I'm not really going to use it. There's no blink eyes. I would take those if I had them, but, and I know I have extra flares, but, good there. Don't really need that, per se. Don't need this either. Okay. I think we're good. We'll take another bar as well, just because. Let's, bash this open, see what we got. Nothing crazy, but I will do that. And basically any food that we get for Unstoppable Conviction, I suppose, will be good, since we have 3 now. I guess I should have just tried to get any extra food that I could, but whatever. It's fine. We're all good. We got a lot of jumps. It's the jump run, without being like a no climbing challenge or whatever. But yeah, no, a lot of you were into the photo editing talk, which was not at all something I figured I would be able to say. But I guess I'm glad that some of you happen to enjoy it. But I guess I could go more in-depth on that, which is what I was kind of thinking. Oh, right, I have to do this. I'm going to be wasting my time a lot in the nest. I think that's like the major thing I have to make sure that I don't do, but I'm probably going to do, because I'm good at it. Am I still connected to, like a tentacle? Well, I am now, but that's unrelated. There was a bug down there, wasn't there? Yes, there was. Okay, we're good, we're good. But, I lost my train of thought. I'm really messing up in here in this room. I apologize. But no, I could expand on that a little bit, because, you know, like, basically that was kind of the thing that got me started in art for the most part. Like, I can't fully say that, because obviously I think for the most part everybody's going to be able to say, oh, the thing that got me started in art was, I don't know, like, using crayons as a, as like a toddler. in kindergarten. So, but like, does that really count? Like, yes, it was art, but that was sort of like doing art because you feel like doing art. I think is a different sort of situation, right? Like, oh, I had a project, but I actually did it because I wanted to do it. Why is this a reload? Okay, I'm just doing that so that I have more ammo. Okay, he smacked me in the ass, but that's alright. I'm focusing a lot more here than I thought I was going to have to. Okay, we're good. But, no, like, I started basically with, doing, like, graphic design and photo editing and animation. I talked about before that I did, like, pivot stuff, you know, for any of you who know what that is. And, okay, actually, I'm good. Why am I standing here? Why am I standing here? I don't need to. But, no, I did pivot stuff. In between using that, I had a Mac given to me, and I couldn't use pivot anymore. I remember that happening, and I think I got an like, alternative. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was called Sticks, I want to say. That sounds right to me. I think it was, like, STY, or, like, yeah, STYX Sticks. I think. I could be entirely wrong on that. I do not remember exactly, but I didn't use that for too long. That was kind of the point where I stopped doing that sort of thing, because I was like, ugh, Mac Stick sucks. I'm out of, what? I'm out of ammo? No, I'm not. Oh, you can't shoot underwater? I did not know that. That's something new to me. I might need a bottle. Why am I, like, out of stamina eternally? I'm a little lost here. I don't know why. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I thought I was out of ammo. It's like, what's happening right now? We're not out of ammo. I just thought we were. It's okay. It's all good. We're fine. We're fine. Should probably have more of my bars, realistically, but that's okay. Oh, right. This is this one. That's fine. We're good. We're good. Get you out of here. I don't want you. This is the tick one, isn't it? Oh, wait, no, it's not, is it? No, we're fine. We're good. But, no, I did, like, a little bit of photo editing, graphic design stuff, whatever you want to exactly label it as, and then... It was probably, like... I remember going to a summer camp at one point. I feel like that was, like, the real start of when I did art as, like, doing other things than just doing, not Photoshop at the time, obviously, I've already talked about that, but, you know, doing, paint.net is what I used, and, doing all that sort of stuff. I had a high school art class that, I enjoyed initially, but then very quickly I didn't, because I did not like the high school art teacher. And so it's very interesting, because there was a summer camp that I went to that was it was like a graffiti art summer camp, and it was probably around the same time I got into doing any sort of like photo editing sort of stuff in software and all of that, maybe like a year or two later. And it's just interesting to me because it's one of those things where why am I so fast right now? Oh yeah, overwhelm. Overwhelm is very useful for me. This way. I don't know how I'm doing on time, by the way. I may have put up a timer. If I didn't, then that's okay. We'll find out together. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing for that, by the way. But no, I had this graffiti art class in like a summer camp. I say class, it wasn't really a class because it was a summer camp, but it was, you know, it was kind of like school. And it was so fun, really, because this, like, one guy, he was, like, very much a professional graffiti artist guy. He had done a lot of, like, paid things at one time, And it very much showed. Like, the guy was very good. And I remember it was only a week, but it was very cool because this guy, like, he knew what he was doing. And because of that, like, I remember there was a time where I made, like, some word art, and he gave very constructive criticism. Even as a kid at the time, I was like, this is very valid advice that this guy is giving me right now. And like, I recognized that even at the time, because I was like, dude, this guy is, like, telling me... Like, I remember the word I did was, like, the word liquid, but I did it in very block sort of text. It looked cool, but he was like, this doesn't really have motivation behind it. Like, it's good. He wouldn't put you down. He wasn't, like, trying to make it seem like you weren't doing a good job. He was just like, but why is the word liquid not, like, why doesn't it look like liquid, you know? But he never made me feel like I was doing something wrong. He was just like, but why not do this? And I was like, you know what, dude? You have a point. I don't know, actually. It probably should, but it didn't. I made it out of block letters because I felt like it, but you know what? Next time, I'll make sure I keep that in mind. And I still remember that to this day. I also remember he was, like, trying to explain, hello, 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 shoot this. Not that I really need you to, but I remember him just saying, like, he was doing, like, a character thing, or, like, he was trying to tell people how to do a character. I'm gonna do this, and then go up here like this, and try not to grab this. This thing has screwed me up so many times. This little, like, light flower thing. Like, stop it. That's, like, almost the second time in a run that I've almost died because I've accidentally grabbed that thing. I hate it. Actually, I'm gonna do another injector, because I know it does better. Okay, let's see if we can go a little bit faster. But no, my high school art teacher was not useful at all to me. He did not like me. I don't know why exactly, but he did not. He never enjoyed my presence. Let's just say that. He was not a fan of me at all. Never really liked me whatsoever. Do not know why. Because I was never, like, mean to him. I just think he didn't really like the art that I did. Because I never really liked... My, like, high school art class was very much about, like, you need to do this and this and this, and, you know, like, we do a different art piece all the time, like, we do different art styles all the time, and different practices, and that's cool, don't get me wrong, but I was never good at it. And, because of that, there were many times where he was like, oh, we have to do this. We have to do, like, a painting. I was never good at painting. We have to do clay sculptures. I was never good at that. I only really cared about drawing. There was one art piece that I did at one point that was made out of Conte. Oh, we gotta get going. Oh my god, did we do it? We did it. I wasn't even thinking about it. But anyway, to finish that thought, I did this art piece made out of Conte, which is like a black and white kind of pastel sort of crayon thing. I don't exactly know what it was made out of, but you basically had that and a little, like, stick to smudge the colors together, and then you just use that to make art. And I have a picture, I'll show it here, of, like, a piece that I did, but unfortunately I didn't get to get a complete photo of it, and I don't have it anymore, because it was the single piece that my art teacher said to me, oh, I like this, I want to display it. And I said, yeah, do it, and then he never did, and I never saw it again. Like, how wonderful for me. I just never happened to see that piece of art again, which really sucks. I have whole stories I can tell about my art teacher that clearly I'm not going to be able to get to now, because we did great on that run. That motivated me to speedrun. I do promise that I did have a blow-up command that would have happened if I hit 45 minutes. But what was our time here, actually? 38:30, honestly, is pretty good for me. I don't do too quick of runs nowadays. Man, when you have the speed on your side to get going fast, it really works. But real quick, I'm just going to show you what would have happened had I not reached the proper time. Alright, so we're back in a run here. If I type in the word boom again, now I've set it to 10 seconds instead of 45 minutes. And so you're going to see what happens here. very shortly. Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Oh, this is the worst. And I'm dead. Just to show you that I did have a command set up, because I totally thought it was going to go off. I thought I was going to flub so bad, and that it was going to be awful. That's an amazing score by me, by the way. But anyway, so there you go. There's that. I'm going to put the command that I used in the description with the 45-minute time. In case you want to do it yourself, you can obviously set the time lower if you want some motivation. If you're one of those crazy under 10-minute speedrunners and need a little bit of motivation, that's some way to do that. But anyway, that's going to be everything from me. Thank you guys so much again for the support on the last video and videos prior to this as well. It's been very, very good. I'm very glad to have a lot of you that are here that are new. I'm going to be streaming also later tonight as well. I'll be making a post about that, but in case you happen to be watching this and it's towards the end of the video and you're here, I am going to be streaming later tonight at some point. I can't exactly get my exact accurate time, but I generally try to aim for about 11 p.m. Eastern time. It's a little late, I know, but it's just kind of the time that I generally have free to be able to do a longer stream. So yeah, and we're just gonna, I don't have an exact plan for what we're gonna be doing, but we'll figure it out as we go. Anyways, that's everything from me. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.